I read that book upon my mom's recommendation. Dude, but the ending is fucked. If they're gonna end the show like the book, fuck that shit.
So
anyway,
who's
that's not
next?
how the book ends?
Do you want me to spoil it?
Okay,
The
I'll tell you.
book? Yeah.
So the book ends with like there's this one of the themes in the show is like liberal versus conservative Catholicism.
Yeah.
And in the book, it ends where it's like there's just this new cardinal comes in that no one knows who the cardinal was. No one's heard of the cardinal before, and then that cardinal ends up becoming the pope. But it turns out that cardinal's a woman.
That's the book.
That's the book.
That's the movie too.
That's the movie too.
Sequel's bad pope.
So it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Okay.
Yeah. The movie ends like that.
But it's like what guys? We could have. It was like a very very
you didn't see the movie?
No, I don't.
Oh, at the end it was great when he discovered that he was a woman. He was like,
So except for his comment about in the church, he was a pretty progressive pope
Extremely.
for the most part.
Right. He's a Jesuit.
So where did they go from here? Do they tack back and become more conservative, or do they double down? Do they keep it like constant? Where do you think it's going?
I don't think the cardinals really operate on like a political spectrum. I think that Pope Francis.
What? They absolutely do.
Hear me out.
Okay.
They didn't. He wasn't even in the running at the time. Like he wasn't. Right now they're talking about like 6 guys that potentially could be the next pope.
Yeah.
They didn't even. He wasn't even on the like tracker for potential popes, and then they picked him, and they're like, "Who's this wild card?"
Yeah.
So I don't even know if it's going to be in the list of people that they're talking about right now.
Oh, Deion Sanders' kid was supposed to go in the first round. He dropped. He's still available on day 2. Sorry.
No, it's good.
I don't know if that's going to land with your audience.
No, it was actually perfect. Yeah. So now it's just like, Polymarket starting to bet on these Cardinals, which is what a timeline, man. People are just betting on Cardinals. So, we're in the mourning period. Catholics have a mourning period. There's a funeral, and then they will huddle up in the conclave and choose someone, and then there's some black smoke. And
I'm betting on a tech back. I think that they go conservative here because that's kind of what's happening geopolitically, and they're more of a barometer of other situations.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they got, they ousted Ratzinger, Benedict, and brought the progressive.
Well, he did that on his own.
It was moving in that direction so aggressively.
But he did that. Ratzinger,
he was very conservative.
Ratzinger said he felt a calling from God to step down. So that's a good ego death for somebody to be like, "Hey, I don't want to be pope anymore." Like no one.
Look, I think that's
resigns.
great, but I'm not sure that's what actually happened.
There were
We don't
also,
know.
I mean, speaking of at least like the exoteric messaging, there was also some scandals about the Pope's wearing Gucci loafers and things like this.
That's what did it.
That what people were. I remember there was like back in the day, a lot of my Pope news came from Good Morning America when I was in like 5th grade. So
Yeah.
I remember Good Morning America talking about
It was loafers.
Gucci loafers.
Well,
Diane Sawyer.
Pope Francis did the opposite. He took the name Francis after Saint Francis, who took a vow of poverty and charity. So he didn't even,
He was the pigeon one, right?
He didn't even stay in the Vatican. He stayed. No, yeah. That's with all the animals.
Yeah,
Yes.
the birds.
Yes, the birds. Animals. Patron saint of animals.
If I'm cracking up Drew, I'm doing all
You're
right.
winning. You're winning. Okay, so these are the people that are in the running. We got a Filipino pope, or
Very
cardinal.
progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Robert Sarah, and we haven't had a black pope in a long time.
The Nigerian?
In a long time.
We've never. I mean, we've had some.
All right. Settle
We've
down,
had
Drew.
some. We've had some. They just hasn't been a long. It's been a while.
Black popes?
We've had black popes allegedly back in the day.
They were Italian.
We don't know.
All right.
Okay, but you know what? Okay. We can't fact check because we can't go back that far. But people are saying allegedly we did it like 1,000
What, on
years ago.
Netflix?
No, online. On Netflix. As the DEI. It's Hollywood recasting the popes.
I don't know. All right.
Damn it, we can't say this on the show.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
We're squarely in hit send territory now. We're in the hit send Overton window right now.
Yeah.
We need to get back to the observation
Sorry,
Overton window.
this is the observation. I'm holding strong. This is the observation. So that'll be exciting to see. We'll find out soon.
White smoke, black smoke.
Yeah.
Any day, right? How long does it take?
It's 3 weeks after the death
3 weeks? Okay.
before
Yeah.
they enter the conclave, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just in a weird time right now, but
I think it tax conservative. That's my bet.
I probably agree with that.
People didn't like Francis, but I think in his death, I liked him a lot. I really thought he was great. I truly did.
What was that one thing he said again?
Which thing? He said a lot of things. He was really okay. I have a great recommendation. There's this book he wrote on mercy, and I read it when I first came to New York, and it changed my opinion about how God like forgives and has abundant mercy. It's so good. It's like maybe 150 pages. Go check it out. He wrote it. And I just think he was great. They're probably going to swing the other way. Like you can't go. We'd never had a Jesuit before. The Jesuits are very academic. They're going to give you like, you know, very like thoughtful teachings. They're all the universities across the country are built by Jesuits, Catholic, you know, like a lot of these private colleges. So anyway, we'll see what happens there. Stay watching this space.